Greetings, my beautiful kings and queens, if you stopping by. Welcome back to my channel. This is Sis Kathy Vet coming to you with another Country Wayne skit from these Country Wayne streets. Let's get into it. Okay, my beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. We are going to get over here and make a detour from the Newburgh Williams residence and head on over back to Amber and Dave's estate, okay? Now, yesterday, I was in the process of doing the video on her freaking out, realizing that she wasn't going to be going to LA with Dave, and she was acting nervous and on edge and trying to really find her way to maneuver on that trip. But Dave wasn't having it. He was like, you know, this is a male trip. We're going there for business. That's that. And then Wayne started teasing her about, she think that I'm going to take you to introduce you to some ladies and all that. She was like, no, it's not Dave that I don't trust. He was like, what you trying to say? And she was like, no, you know, I'm in this big old house by myself. It's really Wayne she didn't trust. But she freaking out, making herself look so guilty. I hope that Dave can pick up on this and he just playing it off. I mean, bro, you can't be this slow not to figure out there's something that's going on with this girl when it comes to Wayne. I had that video ready. It messed up in the upload and the sound wasn't right, and I wasn't pleased with it. So I said, you know what, I'm not even gonna bother trying to redo it. You know, I'm just going to highlight it under this one this morning when Dave asked Amber what did she decide for the divorce. Now, after she was freaking out, realizing she's not gonna go to LA, then there was a skit that came out that I saw about her asking Dave, does he trust Wayne? And I'm like, Amber, are you serious? You know how crazy that sounds? Asking a man about your quote-unquote brother. Y'all got this brother-sister relationship, and you asking him, does he trust him, as if you don't. The question is, Dave could have turned right around and said, what, you don't trust him? Is there a reason why I shouldn't trust him? Why are you trusting and working with him on a podcast, doing business with this man, if you feel this kind of way? You're working with him. Y'all been longtime friends, so there was no reason for me not to. I think he's a cool brother. I think we do great in business together. He's very successful. I'm successful. Why wouldn't we get together? You knew him first. You introduced me to him, so why would I not have a chance to work with Country Wayne? So that sounds really doesn't make sense to even ask that question, but this is Amber self-sabotaging herself, making herself look more crazy like she does. She doesn't think, she on edge, she's nervous, on eggshells. Girl, tell a man y'all gotta pass. Seriously, tell him y'all gotta pass, because all of this nervousness, on edge, looking stupid, it's too much. It's too much. So she has that dilemma, freaking out, panicking to Ernestine, of all people, constantly running to this woman. If you're that scared, Amber, tell the truth if you think somebody else is going to let it out the bag. Like, really? But anyway, I'm so sick of that with this girl. She got to get it together. Let me know what y'all think about those videos. Is Amber doing too much? Should she just come out and tell the truth? Do you think she's going to make matters worse with Dave in the long run? Let me know. Let's get into this one. What did she decide as far as her divorce? The situation with the house. Now, is she going to explain that to Dave? What her attorney said? That she said she's going to handle it. Was the papers filed in her name? Did he think about that before buying her house and putting it in her name? I want more feedback on that. I want to hear Dave's answer to those specific things. So, yeah, let me know.
Hey, the food is ready.
I'll be in a minute.
Okay, baby.
Amber cooking. Oh, Aunt Bam said my man ain't gonna complain no more.
Okay.
She is cooking, y'all.
Where you want to sit?
What we got here?
Some egg scramble,
I'm talking about.
hash browns, some avocado, keep it healthy for my babe.
All right, with the avocado.
I got my
turkey bacon, avocado, egg, hash brown with the peppers in it. That look good.
No bad.
You say your blessing.
I said it in my head.
Say it in your head.
Man, that food head. You a wife for real.
Shut up.
You a wife for real? So when you getting that
All
divorce?
this time I'm thinking like maybe you just couldn't cook.
Wow. We thought I could cook. Okay.
I'm just
I'll
saying.
take that. I wasn't cooking. I'll take that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What's that? Well, yo, I've been wanting to ask you.
What's up?
Did you discuss with your lawyer like
Right.
what you was gonna do with Anthony?
Come on.
Right. Did y'all
Don't
figure
look
that out?
stupid. Talk.
Yeah, she thought that wasn't the best advice. I mean, she was just saying, you know, how much Anthony has put me through and how I helped build his business back and get his money back when he lost everything. So she just didn't think that walking away with nothing was smart. No, I don't know. I kind of agree with her. I went through a lot, babe.
My thing is, Amber, why did it take you? He brought this up to you. You brought it up to the attorney. Why didn't you turn around and bring this up to Dave? And now you're looking all scared and nervous to talk to him. Girl, stop acting like a little child. Act like a grown woman and tell him she didn't think it was a good idea. You know, let him know some of the logistics of what went on during the marriage, with you helping him getting things back on course, and you know you should walk away with at least something. But you know you need to renegotiate and see what y'all can come up with for new figures. But he's not budging. He said 10%. You know, do you think that's an amount I should take? Should I push for a little bit more? I don't know. Now, if Anthony and Dave are going to be in business with Wayne, and he mentions that to him, because there was a skit, I believe, I'm going to cover with a conversation I just remembered with Wayne and Anthony. I'm going to go back and look at that and cover that one. But the three of them, I think is crazy to go in business with. If they do, they're going to start getting more into their business, having more discussions. They may start bringing up to Anthony why, delaying the divorce, why you think she only worth 10%. He may be the one to tell about Wayne and her and why he feels, he shouldn't give that to her due to the deception prior to the marriage. Do you know this? X, Y, and Z. Wayne may be messy and realize that if all three of them get in business, it may mess up things for Amber, because due to Anthony's feelings, trying to be petty, being bitter, messy and nasty, mess up things for her because he's jealous of her new home and her new relationship with this successful man. She really would do something to mess it up. I don't know why Wayne would even suggest, I'm going to bring this to Anthony because, we business partners and, I'm loyal and this is what we do. I don't, you don't have to do everything in business with Anthony. I don't care if it does involve real estate or any type of business venture. You are not, he's one of your business partners, but does that mean that he has to be involved in every venture that you do, Wayne? What do y'all think about that? I think it's only going to get messier and worse for Amber if they bring Anthony on board. It's going to get messier. That's why it's up to Amber to be ahead of the fire. Okay, before it gets started. Go ahead of it. Stop being scared you're going to lose this man by telling the truth.
With Anthony, right?
Yeah. I mean, that was a really hard time in my life. I just think he should get karma too,
Right. Now I feel you.
I forgot your juice. Let me get a cup for you. Good?
Yeah, it's fire.
Yeah.
It's fire though.
I don't know. Dave shaking his head. I don't know what's going through his mind right now. Is he thinking about what she went through and him getting something? But he see this is not budging. Sounds like he wants to move forward with their life, but this is a big hindrance. How much longer is this going to be delayed? You feel, and Amber, the thing about it is she don't want to talk to him about it. You know, she feels she need to, you know, get, so what, you know what the situation is. Like, are you not going to tell him how you going to proceed forward? Are you going to have another meeting with Anthony telling him, Anthony, can you at least go to 20%? 2025, I mean, explain to him why. Let him know I helped you get your money back when you didn't have nothing. I didn't hear her lately bring that up. And what I want to know Anthony's response to that. If she helped him, why isn't she bringing that up to him? And what is his response to that? Because we saw that there was a loan that Ro did. We saw Ro pay him back. We heard Amber say, yeah, she'll help him. Why didn't you go to me? I remember that video clearly. But there was never an amount mentioned, any more further discussion. But there was Ro that was helping him that was very much discussed. So that's the confusing part to that with that storyline in the past. Because I remember clearly when she said she was frustrated. You think I just married you for the money? Well, why wouldn't you say nothing if, you know, when she found out that he was getting broke and stuff. So that is a very good argument for her and her attorney to bring before a judge. I'm at a point now where this has gone on for far too long. What, about 6 months? And really no headway on this. I don't know why they just don't bring it to court. Bring it to mediation and bring it before a judge and let the judge decide. Because right now, when two people can't agree in court, it's up for the judge to decide. That's why it's a thing of mediation, to go back and forth and bounce numbers before a mediator. But when a mediation can't, you know, they didn't even have that. They need to set up for a mediation because the two attorneys are doing a poor job and coming to an agreement. And, you know, they wait too much in between before they go through, you know, discussions on renegotiations. So I think it's time for a judge to decide and move this along. But Amber seems very nervous when Dave mentioned it. She's basically rushing and giving him his food and moving around, and Dave doesn't seem to want to press it too much. But you saw him shook his head like is getting a little agitated with this situation. I don't know. I wonder if he's gonna have a conversation in the future, being that him and Wayne are friends now. I wonder will he meet with Anthony, and him and Wayne and Anthony will one day meet, and him and Anthony will have a discussion outside of Amber. What do you think? I don't know, but something's got to give. Something's got to give. And now that he got this house, he seemed to be pushing the subject even more. Remember, there was a time when Dave wasn't mentioning anything. That's why I'm wondering. The timing is very interesting with this house. She didn't mention to him what Candace said about the house either. Why did Amber leave that out? I would ask questions about the house being in her name, and why you know the situation with my divorce, babe. Did you not think that was going to be a problem and he would come after my house when it's in my name? Did you file the papers with your attorney? Did she file with the court? Is that part done? Because I think Amber would have to sign off on something herself. Even though it's a gift with property, it may need her signature. I'm not too sure, but clarify that if anyone knows in the comments. And what do you think about this discussion? And why didn't she tell him about the house situation that the attorney spoke about either? Because she told her about that, and she gave her opinion on that. Amber ain't say nothing about that either. See, Amber leaves a lot of information out that's very deceptive, which I don't like, and she claims she wants to do different. And, well, I would think that she would want to do different because it's a whole new relationship. And the things that hurt you in the past, Amber, why are you revisiting with the same level of deception? It's not cool. Same situation with Wayne, but then you keeping information regarding, you know, this divorce, and this is your new man that you want to have a future with. So you would think that you would keep him in the loop, honestly, about everything that's going on. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think about this. Amber being Amber. Okay, like, comment, share, subscribe. Peace, fam. We out. On to the next.